My Outlook Days, Part 3. An Outlook correspondent, Rajesh Joshi, got hold of the missing annexures and other details. They stated that Dawood Ibrahim had deep and long standing links with politicians in Gujarat and Maharashtra. The most prominent of these was Sharad Pawar. Rajesh Joshi managed to find a document which showed that a notorious Hawala operator, Mool Chand Choksi, who had been in and out of jail under the Conservation of Foreign Exchange and Prevention of Smuggling Activities Act, COFEPOSA, and was central to Dawood's syndicate, had given Pawar rupees 72 lakh between December 1979 and October 1992. J.N. Dikshit, our editorial consultant, was a chum of N.N. Vohra. I requested him to check informally with Vohra whether we were on the right track. I could not ask Dikshit to do more since Mr. Vohra's official position on the committee prohibited him from commenting or elaborating on the report. In any case, given Vohra's reputation for professionalism, we would be lucky if he even looked at the material. He did, and privately indicated we were barking up the right tree. In our 7 February issue, we published an exclusive report, Pawar's Time of Reckoning, declared the headline and the intro amplified. Secret paper alleges that the Maharashtra politician had links with Hawala agents close to Dawood Ibrahim. Unsurprisingly, the story made a huge impact. The Indian Express and several other publications, particularly in Maharashtra, printed versions of our story. Around the same time, Gujarat Samachar, the leading Gujarati daily, conducted a telephone interview with Dawood Ibrahim from his posh Clifton area residence in Karachi. Dawood in the interview acknowledged he had good relations with Pawar. Our case was strengthened. Mr. Pawar slapped a rupees 100 crore defamation suit against me and the magazine in the Bombay High Court. The notice of the suit prayed for the issue of an interim injunction to restrain further publication or repetition of allegations contained in our 7 February issue. I travelled frequently to Bombay for the case. We were fortunate to get Iqbal Chagla, son of MC Chagla, to represent us. Mr. Pawar got his interim injunction principally because N.N. Vohra, on whom enormous pressure had been put, denied that he played any role in our report. Matter went to and fro between our lawyers. The Vohra committee report became a laughing stock for the gulf between its brief and its findings. Rajan Raheja, who incidentally knew Pawar, stood by me like a rock during the legal proceedings. Eventually, Pawar's lawyers got in touch with us, suggesting we settle out of court rather than let the case drag on. Sharad Pawar's reluctance to have a criminal case, though unproven, linking him to Dawood Ibrahim over his head, was understandable. The lawyers sat together to draft a statement acceptable to both parties. In September 1997, that is 18 months after litigation began, we printed such a statement. Outlook and Sharad Pawar, a clarification. Shri Sharad Pawar has denied and continues to deny the allegations levelled against him. Mr. N. N. Vohra clarified by his letter dated March 11, 1996 to Shri Pawar's solicitors that there were no documents or reports produced before the Committee of any intelligence or other agencies indicating the nexus of Shri Sharad Pawar with the underworld, and no inputs received containing any material linking Shri Sharad Pawar with Dawood Ibrahim and others. In a suit filed by Shri Sharad Pawar against Outlook magazine for defamation, injunction and damages, Outlook was restrained by the Honorable Bombay High Court from further publication of any such material. Outlook has filed an appeal against this order, which is pending final disposition. Outlook and Shri Sharad Pawar reconsidered the matter and decided to settle the matter. Outlook accepts the statements of Shri Sharad Pawar and clarifies that the article was not published with the intention to defame him, but published purely by way of a news report in public interest, considering that Shri Sharad Pawar is a national public figure. With the clarification, we were happy to inform that the matter stands resolved. The case stood withdrawn. I keep bumping into Sharad Pawar. There is no way I could not bump into him since both of us work and live in Delhi. My relations with him currently are cold, going to the extent of hello, hello. A word about defamation related judicial proceedings. I have lost count of how many I have been involved in. As I write, there are 6 or 7 pending. When I was editing an English monthly, being sued was routine. I don't remember in which town I and my 2 lady editors were summoned to answer the charges, which included corrupting and depriving man, woman, and beast. The magistrate looked straight at the 2 jittery ladies who, along with me, were standing in the gloomy courtroom and shouted, "You are accused of printing objectionable matters." They answered in unison, "Not us, sir, him." Their fingers were pointing towards me. My attitude to legal disputes is to avoid standing on prestige. As long as the editor can stand by his story, any construction of words which allows the aggrieved party a face-saving escape should be accepted. Being taken to court is part of the baggage an editor carries. If you can, I recommend you lighten it. Thanks for listening.